Hey everybody. Um so first off, I shaved. So there's that. It's summertime, so I figured it was time to finally actually chop off the beard for a bit and clean up and, you know, look like a somewhat normal human being with an actual chin. So, second, um still figuring some stuff out. Still trying to figure out the whole process of the fact that I'm technically not fully human anymore, so there's that. So, again, give me some time. I will still slowly trickle out content and stuff and things, but I'm still kind of going through it a little bit and figuring things out. So, and third, um, I wanted to take this opportunity in a more personal vlog to sort of fill the gap on a couple movies, specifically recent movies, as to why I haven't reviewed them or why I haven't, bothered to do movie time with Crash episodes with them or terror flicks episodes or uh like just talk about them briefly at all is part of the main reason is believe there are some movies that I just have no interest in seeing. Or there are some movies that I straight up just refuse to watch because of how atrociously bad they are, either in the box office, either with critics, either with general audiences, or because of backlash, controversy, or just or in some cases, in the cases of Disney, they just, spit in the face of my childhood and say, no, we're going to do an ending to a beloved classic children's movie that completely nullifies the whole main message of the original animated film and decides that, oh, yeah, maybe you should put your child in the foster care system and selfishly go to college in California. Yes, this is how we're starting that off, ain't it? So, I want to address some of those movies and sort of explain why you're not going to see reviews of them. And let this be sort of I guess, a closure to some of you as well, too. As to some of you who've hit me up on DMs and social media and stuff asking, oh, why haven't you reviewed this? Why haven't you reviewed that? Why haven't you talked about this? Now you know. So, um, let's start off with the elephant in the room. The Lilo and Stitch remake. The live action CGI hybrid. I actually did originally wanted to go see this because I love Lilo and Stitch. The original film's a good film. It's a good, honest film, and you know, as more and more news came out about the film, I was like, okay, they're making a few changes that obviously the director and obviously the people behind the scenes want to go a little bit of a different direction than the original film, and I understand that. I get that. It's fine. You want to change it up a little bit, cool. I'll still go see it. And then I was like, oh, well, some of the major side characters aren't in the film. Okay. Well, that's a little weird, but sure. All right. Oh. Well, one of the characters who's also an alien happens to barely be in the film or mentioned or is not going to have like the original intent behind the character's various costume changes and designs and more trans, gay, more, proper representation of what the character was like back in the original film. Okay, weird take, but whatever. No big deal. I mean, look, we all love the cross-dressing alien in media as much as the next person, and kind of weird that I have to be saying that there's more than a few examples of that, and people will look at you and be like, which one? So, there's that. Okay, well, you're taking out one of the other important main characters of the film, who was originally actually the villain of the original film, and just deleting him too, sure, and whatever. Oh, you're making one of the side characters now from Child Protective Services the actual villain now. More. Okay. Sure. But then I got told about the ending of the film from my coworkers and from friends and from people I know about. And at first, I was about to be mad that I was spoiled. But then they told me the ending, and then I looked it up. And, had to validate, make sure it was real. About to sneeze. There we go. And, yeah, sure enough, it was real. So, yeah, I'm not okay with that. At all. And it's a good thing that Disney's stepping away from live action remakes for a while after this, because this was bad. So, yeah, not going to be watching or reviewing the Lilo and Stitch movie anytime soon. At least until it shows up on Disney Plus, where I can watch it practically for free. And, kind of go from there. So, next one. The Substance. I've talked about this briefly on a stream at one point, I think, with some friends, but I figured I'd actually go in detail with this a little bit, and here's why. If I were to do an actual Movie Time with Crash review of The Substance, the video would be probably less than 3 minutes long. Because all I can say is I didn't need a almost, God, I want to say 2-hour movie. More than that. Let me look it up real quick. I'm actually going to look this up. Yeah, 2.5 hour movie. I didn't need a 2.5 hour movie to explain to me that the high dysfunctional standards of the beauty entertainment and beauty industry and fashion industry is incredibly fucked up and super stressful for women, as well as genders and identities of all different shapes and sizes who use a lot of makeup and beauty products and get into fashion a lot and get into, like, the culture of popularity and beauty and fashion and makeup and beauty and skincare and lotions and being the it person, right? I didn't need a 2.5 hour body horror flick that was too graphic and too much for even me to handle to understand a message that would have taken maybe 3 minutes to explain. Oh, the body horror is undoubtedly good. If you're into that much body horror, I'm not dissing on the fact that it's not, like, phenomenal in terms of the way it's done. but it's too excessive and too much. Which is ironic because the message of the movie is about too much excessive beauty, too much of a good thing, too much skincare, too much fashion, too much of that vain sort of lifestyle. So this whole movie really is, in a weird way, a double standard. I watched it, by the way. I watched the whole film. So, because it was super popular on the internet for a while. And I just, you know, it's not, I don't like it. I don't like the film. So, that's your review, I guess. But that's not much of a review. So, that's not even me commenting on the film itself. That's just saying this film almost doesn't serve a purpose. And I'm not saying that from a guy perspective. I'm saying this from someone who identifies as pan, who's they, them, and also has multiple friends who are female or identify as female or other genders and identities who also agree with me and say, this movie was too much. So, no review for that. Sorry. Next one. Captain America, Brave New World. Simply put, I'm doing something special for the Marvel movies. And I want it to be big. I want it to be this big thing, right? And I want it to be this sort of like, you know how like Doug Walker does his like Disney-cember stuff? Or you know how like Catechris does like, you know, Bandicoot month type of thing, right? I want to do sort of like a month-long Marvel thing. Where like we actually go through like in detail with Marvel fans, you know, the Marvel movies. And yeah. Just I have thoughts on the movie. I do. I did go and watch it. I got the cup. So I did go see it. But I want to save my thoughts on the Marvel movies, most of them, for that particular event that I want to do. Same with Thunderbolts. I didn't see Thunderbolts. I'm waiting for it to drop on Disney Plus. I'm gonna watch it then, but I'm kind of saving it for that. So, and because of that, like, I want to do something special for the Marvel films. Pretty simple. There's another particular film that I'm also planning on not really reviewing. Novocaine is one, mostly because I had no interest in it. That really was just the case. If there's I like action thriller films. I do enjoy them, but something about this one just didn't, I don't know, just didn't seem like it didn't quite click with me. The premise is there. I mean, it's a man incapable of feeling any physical pain whatsoever, and so he takes his rare condition and turns it into an advantage to actually like go do cool stuff. That sounds like a good concept, but I just didn't have much of an interest. So, kind of weird. So, Until Dawn. I actually am saving this for another day. I want to review the movie. And I actually do want to watch the movie. I haven't watched it yet at the time of this recording. But that's because, I guess kind of a spoiler, but I actually want to play the Until Dawn game and stream it and then watch the movie and do sort of like an Until Dawn special, if you will. Like, I want to do sort of like an ode to Until Dawn. So, which would combine both clips from the game and me streaming it and then like reviewing the movie. So, I just felt like that would be fun. There's a few video game movies that I want to do with that as well too, that same vibe, where I want to play the game and then review the movie and then have sort of this direct, like, more processed comparison between the two, rather than sort of like separate the two and then like be like, oh, I don't remember if this happened in the game, I don't remember if this happened in the movie, that type of thing. So yeah. Oh, the Minecraft movie. I'm not a Minecraft guy. Yeah. I hate to say it. I never really got into Minecraft. Like, in general, I didn't care about the toys. I didn't care about the video game. I didn't really care about shorts, animated things. And, like, you know, it would be so weird to go see a movie for a very specific dedicated fan base, not have any clue what's going on, and miss like maybe half the value of the film. So I've been told by my coworkers and my friends that you can still go see at least the film with no understanding of Minecraft and still find something to enjoy. And if so, great. Maybe I will watch it at some point, just to say I saw it. But like, I gotta be honest, man. The way you all trashed theaters and had a full-on fucking, you know, aneurysm and seizure and straight up just literally bringing live chickens to a movie theater and throwing popcorn everywhere and just trashing theaters over chicken jockey. Y'all disgust me. So, yeah, that turned me off from absolutely seeing the film and supporting it. Like, I'm a Marvel fan. I mean, I cheered and screamed and hollered too a little bit when I saw Endgame and Infinity War, but I didn't, you know, bring a lighter with me and commit arson and, you know, bring a live panther or a chicken or a pig to a theater. Y'all are weird. I'm just saying. This is downright disturbing. There's a difference between, you know, getting excited over a movie, you know, and being part of the crowd, and then actually borderline committing crimes over I am Steve and chicken jockeying. No. I'm good. So there's that. And I don't know. Like I say, there's certain films that, again, I gotta be in the right mood to just kind of see. So also the other thing too is I've been working a lot lately, but the good news is that things at work, despite a massive remodel at where I work, is starting to slow down a little bit. Thank goodness. So that means I actually have more time now to like go see movies at theaters, especially at Synergy Cinemas, aka Synergy Entertainment. I have time to actually now go see more films and check things out. Um, so, and we do have more Movie Time with Crash episodes that are not only sponsored by Synergy Entertainment and Synergy Cinemas, that we do have new episodes coming out soon, but we also have a few episodes that you're starting to notice are being sponsored and I'm being sent to other theaters and other places. So keep an eye out for that. So we had one recently with Black Bag, which was really fun to sort of play around with the whole espionage, vibe with that a little bit and, do a sponsored review of that. And again, Black Bag was just a good movie. Pretty much. So, but we do have other reviews coming up, including a particular one sponsored by Synergy Entertainment involving a certain element of surprise involving death. Death. So, very cool poster, by the way. I'm glad I got this. So, we do have a particular movie we're going to be reviewing soon involving the culture and history of times way, way back then and the sins that sinners have committed. So there's that. And minor spoiler, fantastic film, but you'll hear more about the actual review when the episode comes out. And we also have new terror flicks coming out too, because I'm going to try and go to more slasher screenings as well too. Haruko's going to be reviewing a few films as well too. And I'm even going to, if I can, start recruiting more of my friends and other content creators and community to even give their own movie reviews. So, which leads me to the final point of this little, I guess I'd call it vlog update video, something, a video, a person on camera. If there's a movie that you want me to go see or watch from home or, maybe go support or just give my thoughts on, let me know. Comment down below or hit me up on social media or hit Haruko up on social media or just any of us on like Discord, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, here, YouTube, you name it. Give us some movies that you want our thoughts on. So, because we're happy to do it. In fact, we're looking into actually doing some classic movies, if you will. Some movies from like, cult classics, older black and white films, monster movies, westerns, all sorts of different things. We're experimenting with different variety. So, in fact, part of the reason why Terrorflix was created as a sort of a spin-off to Movie Time with Crash was because horror movies have taken on kind of a life of their own, and there's just so many of them that it's easier to kind of delegate it to their own thing. So, but, also email us. If you are a film producer or director or someone in marketing or, I don't know, just someone who really likes movies and wants us to go see a movie, email us at crashsmash01, the numbers 01, content@gmail.com. You should do it. I mean, we'd be happy to, review your movie if you pay for our movie ticket or give us a, voucher code or a gift card or, I don't know, a Fandango code or an Atom code or, I don't know, some, pay for our ticket at Synergy or AMC or Cinemark or whatever. So, let us know. So if there's movies you want us to see, we'll go see it and give you our honest review. So that's about it. So I just want to go over some of the movies that, like, some of you are probably wondering, why hasn't he reviewed these? They're, like, really popular. I want his thoughts on them. Tell me. So now you know. So plus we're also working on other projects too. Obviously more episodes of, the Insider Do exclusive, and we got more gaming streams coming up and reaction streams and a few other things we're cooking up. So anyhow, that about does it. Thanks for listening or watching this little 25-minute vlog. I'm sorry. I know I like to ramble. I apologize, but that about does it. See ya.